Hello. I just wanted to make a quick video about how to maneuver around Blackboard and myitlab with some particular things that some people are having some issues with. So I thought I'd pull out those common issues and make a quick video about how to fix them. So one of the things with using myitlab is that it really only works best in Chrome or Firefox. But I prefer Chrome. It seems to have the least amount of issues, if any at all, really. So as long as you're using Chrome, you should be good. So that's always the first thing you want to make sure you're doing if you run into any issues is, am I using Chrome? The other thing is when you click on myitlab on the left-hand side here in Blackboard, there's two places you can go to. Obviously, and we're in mine right now, so that's why you see the instructor access, but you would not see that. You have course content or course home. When you click on course content, that's going to take you right to the folders that are all divided up that say Office, Word, Excel, etc. But instead, I'm going to ask that you click on course home. And here, I'm going to show you how one thing automatically can start happening. So as soon as I click course home, that course home shows up, and this is the getting started area. And what I'd like everyone to do is click right here on set up myitlab. And if you scroll down to the bottom, it kind of gives you all the system requirements, operating instructions, and you want to make sure you run the browser tune-up. If you have a PC, use that one. If you have a Mac, use that one. So definitely do the browser tune-up. It'll tell you what you need to update, if anything at all, to best utilize myitlab. So that's the first thing you absolutely want to do, besides checking to make sure you're in Chrome. So first check for Chrome, second do the browser tune-up. The other thing, and I'm just going to close this tab so we can see it, when I click on course content, and see now it's actually allowing me to see it, but you want to make sure the pop-up windows are enabled. So right now, pop-up windows are enabled in Chrome, but if, for instance, if you go to click on something and the window's not opening, it seems as if nothing's happening, it's probably because you haven't allowed pop-up blockers. So when you're in Chrome, if pop-up blockers are not enabled, if pop-up windows are not allowed, you would see a red X up here in the top right, and you would click it and say allow. Obviously, mine is turned on to allow. So you want to make sure that's the case. So 1, make sure you're in Chrome. 2, make sure you've allowed pop-ups. And 3, run that browser tune-up. And that should be most of the issues. The other thing is when you go into a skills-based training, and I'm going to go into our first one. When you're in one, you always want to make sure, see right now, the pop-up blocker came up, and you can see that that's the red X. So I click on that, and I say allow pop-up windows. And then I hit refresh. And then when I go back to get in there, it now should allow that pop-up window to come up. The other thing you want to make sure of is that your connection's good, and so you're going to see that connection down here, their bandwidth status. If you have very low, if there's only 3, that's not enough bandwidth. You need a better internet access for this to work well. The other thing is when you're going through this, I highly suggest you go into the learning aids. You want to read first. This will bring you to the text that's talking about the tasks that you're going to be performing. This is essentially how you're going to learn how to use all the different applications. So I would read the text first. Then when you're done reading, you should also go to practice. And when you're in practice this mode, this will literally, as you can see, it's following the directions down here, but it's also showing you where they are. So as you click through and do it, you go down to options, and then customize, and it kind of shows you exactly where you are. If you want to leave the practice mode, you would just hit close, and that window will go away. Otherwise, you just follow through till the end. I'm going to go ahead and close it. It's going to terminate the practice. And every time you do a practice, it will automatically, once you're done the practice, it will kick you back into that question again, and you have to do it on your own, and that's what will advance you to the next one. Again, you can hit save if you want to save and come back to it. And you can also skip questions by clicking the arrow and moving on to the next question. I hope these tips will help you. Definitely let me know if there's any other things along the way, and I'll do my best to try to make it more understandable. Thank you.